First, I want to ask, there are anyone in this room who have undergone or is undergoing through his own personal psychotherapy? No, I won't ask you to raise or clap your hands, because I'm pretty sure your psychotherapists have already told you that you have the right of confidentiality. No one but two of you can know about this. And this is one of the fundamentals of psychotherapy. It is invisible, it's hidden behind the curtain of ethic and more. Because we know it's normal for this process, but it makes us more silent and sometimes shrouds the process of psychotherapy with sometimes unnecessary secrecy. On one hand, it insensibly distances us from medicine. On the other hand, it seems like something only for people with serious mental illnesses. But both statements are incorrect. Psychotherapy goes hand in hand with modern medicine and pharmacology, and of course, at the same time, it can help without them, if possible. But we can argue that psychotherapy is also helpful for people who does not have any mental or organic illnesses. Our psyche has just a few ways to communicate with us, whether it feels bad or good, whether it experiences pleasure or pain. And the main way, of course, is speech. Speech helps us in the different ways, and I won't spend our time listing the obvious facts. I just say primarily through speech we can access to our psyche and soul. And yes, our job is that 8 billion people do every day, and thanks God, not every second. We just sometimes just talk and listen, nothing else. But how can it help? Wouldn't it be better to find just a pill for everything? Yes, it's easy. Forget or remember, or fall in love or stop loving, for accept and adaptate. Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, pills can change only conditions and probabilities, but not the essence of our experience. People are going through life, and thanks our colleagues, doctors, with a healthy body, but they still go through life, and very often in the end they die. People are worried about their past, concerned about their present, and they're frightened about future. Their emotions, their experiences, their fears and pleasures, their relationship with people or with life are very important for them. And life gains its meaning through the mental and through our soul. Of course, we can have a healthy body, but what's the point when these people can have, for example, depression and things about suicide, etc. Probably you agree that the main goal of healthcare industry is keeping people's bodies and psyches in the best possible condition for the best realization in the life. Of course, if people desires it. And in this context, psychotherapy has its own role because it's the most popular and practiced and time-tested approach for preserving mental health. And of course, the idea is not new. We can see something related with psychotherapy in ancient cultures, and after we can see it in religions. But as a constructed approach, psychotherapy created recently, 100 years ago, and so 100 years ago, and of course every day it's evolving and improving. First, of course, we keeping everything from modern medicine and pharmacology, but in the same time we are looking at different spiritual practices from East or West is not important, but we are trying to apply them to our context, more increasingly globalized context of our medicine and life. And we are trying to integrate these techniques from East practices to our traditional approaches of psychotherapy. And for example, we have this talking therapy. So everyone knows this from movies, at least. But we also have now bilateral brain bilateral stimulation by eye movements and with stimulation of our skin. That means we can activate the specific centers in our brain with the really easy techniques. It seems like something related with hypno techniques, but it's not. It's just scientific discovering from our colleagues, from our medics. And for example, we have this such method. It's a EMDR. One such method is EMDR, and it's connected with our eye movement. And you know, it has just maybe 25 years history, but it's already recognized from US health departments for treatment PTSD. PTSD is a post-traumatic stress disorder, Vietnam syndrome or Afghan syndrome. You maybe hear about this. And it's already expensive method that our body and our soul are connected with each other. And we cannot have medicine without psychology and psychotherapy. And of course, medicine cannot up this to psychology at all, because owner of our soul is our body, and our body controlling by our soul and by our psyche.
Yes, let's do it.
That is all.